guys, it's me Kanak, and today I'm back with another video, and this time I'm gonna be reading The Ugly Duckling. So let's start. On a lovely summer's morning, a duck sat on her eggs, looking longingly at the river. Sitting on the eggs all day long is a tiresome job, the duck thought. She wished she could swim in the glorious river. She chatted with the bullfrogs. She watched a stork pass by. The mother duck wished she could go for a walk like the stork, but she had to mind her eggs. She decided not to move until the eggs hatched. Quack! Ah, my first baby, the duck quacked in delight. Out came a tiny duckling with soft feathers and tiny eyes. Beep, beep. The duckling walked all around her mother. The duck watched her duckling in delight. Quack, quack! Ah, more babies! Cried the duck, as one after another the eggs broke. The duckling ambled around everywhere. An old duck came by. "What pretty little ducklings you have," she said. The mother duck nodded proudly. "They are handsome, aren't they? They take after their father." "What about that one? It hasn't hatched yet," asked the old duck. "Let me take a look. It's a big egg." The old duck pecked and tossed the egg, but nothing happened. "You know what? This looks like a turkey's egg. Throw away before it's too late," said the old duck. "I had one in my nest once. I tried and tried to make the bird swim with my others, but it won't come with us. After all the trouble I took hatching it, the ungrateful bird waddled away. I never saw it again." The mother duck thought about it. "Oh, well, I've sat on it for a long time. Let me see if it hatches by tomorrow." "Do as you wish. Nobody listens to good advice these days," said the old duck. She went away, quacking crossly. Soon after the duck left, the big egg hatched. Out came a large and ugly duckling. The mother was astonished. "It doesn't look like the other ducklings. Maybe the old duck was right. I must be a turkey, but I'm going to make it swim, whether it likes it or not." The next day the mother duck took all the ducklings for a swimming lesson. She watched the big duckling waddle along. He jumped straight into the water, much to her surprise. Splash! "He's not a turkey after all," thought the mother duck. She was relieved. After a good swim, she called all her ducklings together. "Listen, my babies, we're going to the farmyard now. It will be a special treat for you. You'll meet all the farm animals. Remember to be on your best behavior." The little ducklings weren't listening. They rushed into the farmyard and ran here and there until their mother duck called out again. This time she sounded stern. "Stay close to me to keep out of the way of the cows. Don't go anywhere close to the cats, as they fight and like to gobble up little ducklings," said the mother duck. "Chip, chip!" The duckling shivered in fright. They tagged close behind the mother duck. In the distance, she saw a big duck with red ribbons around her feet. "Look here, I want you to bend your head bow low and say quack politely to the duck over there. She is a very special duck," the mother duck said. The obedient duckling did as they were told. The big duck looked at them with scorn. "Another brood of these noisy little ones. There's not going to be a movement's peace on this farm," said the duck. "I say, what an absolutely ugly duckling you've got there." The ugly duckling hid itself in shame. He might look dashing like the others, but he is a good little duckling, the mother duck said. He listens to me so well and does everything I say and also swims. But the duck wasn't even listening. The mother duck took her ducklings along to meet the others. Now the little ducklings started to notice how ugly their brother was. "Move away from me!" cried one. "Don't come near me!" Another one said. None of the farm animals was kind to him neither. The ugly duckling felt lonely and very sad. He tucked his head under his wing and stayed close to Mother Duck. The mother duck felt really bad. "Poor thing, everybody is giving you a hard time," she said to the little duck. It made the ugly duckling even feel worse. As the days went by, the teasing only got worse. The mother duck could no longer help the ugly duckling, so when no one was looking, the ugly duckling ran away. He knew that nobody would miss him. He walked on for a long time and reached a big moor. The purple heather looked glorious. The ugly duckling was enjoying the beautiful and silence, but all of a sudden there were loud quacks. He turned around and spotted a bunch of wild ducks. "Hey, look at this fellow," one wild duck said. "He looks terrible. Don't think you can tag along with us." The ugly duckling was upset. Of course he had no plans to go along with the wild ducks. All he wanted to do was lie among the rushes, look for food, and go swimming. Pop! Boom! "The hunters!" cried the wild ducks and flew away at once. The dogs and the hunters looked around for duck and geese. One dog ran close to the ugly duckling and grabbed it, but when it saw how ugly the duckling looked, the dog let the duckling go. For once, the duckling was glad that he was ugly. After the hunters left, the duckling went in search for a safer spot. Soon he found a cottage along the way. There were sharp raindrops falling from the sky, and it looked as if there was going to be a storm. He went inside and found a plump woman with a cat on her lap and a hen perched on her shoulder. When she saw the duckling, she welcomed him inside and fed him well. But the cat and the hen weren't happy. They wanted the cottage all for themselves. "Do you know how to lay eggs?" asked the hen. "No, I can't lay eggs," said the duckling. "Can you make your hair stand at the end like this? Can you fight with the neighbor's dogs?" asked the cat. "No, I don't think so," the duckling answered. "In case, we advise you that you leave our cottage soon. Our mistress hates useless creatures," said the unkind cat. "Goodbye," the hen called out as the duckling went away. The duckling travelled from one place to another. The leaf greens were no longer green. It was autumn, and the trees were full of beautiful yellow, orange, and flaming red leaves. One evening he saw a flock of birds in the sky. They were snow white, with beautiful wings that flapped gracefully. The ugly duckling couldn't believe that there were such beautiful birds in the world. "How I wish I could become one of them," the duckling thought. Winter soon came, and the duckling, all alone by himself, tried his best to paddle on and find food. But one winter's night his legs froze in the icy pond. A peasant woman found the helpless duckling and saved him out from the pond. She brought him inside the house, and the duckling enjoyed the warmth. But when he saw the children running towards him, he flew away in fright. The duckling endured many difficulties all through the icy cold winter. But spring finally came, and he sat by the moor among the reeds. The duckling discovered that he was able to flap his wings. He watched in the awe as 3 beautiful swans swam by. They glided gently over the water, and the ducklings felt an ache in his heart. "Let me fly towards the swan. It's better to be killed by them than to be pawed by ducks or beaten up by foals and hated by everyone," he thought. As he flew close to them, he bent his head down in shame. He was surprised when he saw his reflection in the water. He was no longer ugly, loathsome, and clumsy duckling. He was a beautiful swan, and he looked as noble and graceful as the other swans close by. It was almost magic. His wish had come true. When the swans flew past him, he joined them. The other swans looked at him with special respect. They bowed their heads low. He felt sad, yet happy deep inside. He wondered why all the creatures had treated him so badly just because he was ugly. He did not understand why the swans bowed to him simply because he was a beautiful young swan. But he knew that all the scorn and mockery had made him strong in heart. He was not afraid of anyone. Together the swans flew gracefully and landed in a garden. Little children came running to look at them. "Oh, what lovely birds!" said a girl. The children threw bread and cake crumbs for the swans. The mother and father soon arrived. They watched the swan for a while. "The new one over there," the children's father pointed. "He is the most handsome of all." As the sun shone brightly and the flowers rustled in the breeze, the swan decided that life was good after all. He rustled his feathers and curved his gentle neck. He cried in his joy as his heart filled up with happiness. "I never dreamt that I would be so happy one day," he thought. "I would not be called an ugly duckling any more." The end. Please subscribe to this video and ring the bell, and also if you ring the bell you get all my notifications when I post a new video. Bye.